Hello, beautiful people of the world. It's your girl Oluwaroti Adaramola, and you're welcome to the first ever edition of the show, Talk It Out with Grace, where we bring you general issues that are happening around the world on Wednesdays and on Thursdays. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, so don't miss it. Follow us on social media so you don't miss out on any of it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about it. So today we are going to be talking about how broken home can actually affect children. That's serious because you can see everywhere on all over the social medias where family breaks. We are hearing divorce all over the places. And how does this actually affect the children is generally what we'll be talking about today. And I'm honored and privileged to have an educator and a lover of kids that's worked with children for a very long time. Welcome, Miss Ayolua.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's definitely nice meeting you. Thank you very much for agreeing to come for our show, the first ever one.
Okay. I'm so happy to be here soon.
Thank you. Thank you. So how have you been? How is Nigeria?
Fine.
And how is the education sector, kid education sector?
It has been fine, but I think what I would just say about education sector is just that, well, I won't say we've gone there, like we've already arrived. Especially with Nigerians in Nigeria, we're still trying our best to reach out to what we want, our goals as an educator, because we have a lot of things, a lot of things that we want to do, but there are so many challenges in Nigeria that we pray that everything will be sorted out. Like we pray that we have a good government that will know that, because without the educator we won't have a lot of things. There won't be any inventors. Because we educators actually are the one that impact people to become what they are today. Like educators are very important and very essential in people's life.
All right, quick one. So back to what we have today. Hopefully, education sector will receive a revival.
Yeah.
Amen to that. Okay, so more about today's question.
Okay.
Let me start from this angle. I do know we are still singles, yes. We are not married, yeah. But then I just wanted to confirm, like, why is it that two people, a man and a woman, just see themselves, fall in love, want to spend their lives together, they decide that, okay, I want to be committed to you, but all along the way, everything everything just go, and hatred. What do you think actually causes that?
I think, let me tell you the truth, no marriage is perfect, but we can make it work by being intentional. Everything in this life, you have to be intentional to make it to work out. So I will say the first thing is lack of communication. If there is no, like, if couples, partners, they are not communicating, then there will be a lot of issues, unresolved conflicts. If they have a problem and then come to you, we talk it out, then definitely there will be solutions to it. But if we don't talk, we are keeping malice, nobody is talking, then we are so far from each other, then there will be problems. Another thing is lack of intimacy. Like, if you are not being intimacy with your partner, like no intimacy, you don't talk things out, there's no time for each other, like. And the lack of financial infidelity, I think that's the main problem. They are not trustworthy with your partner in that area. Like, you are keeping some financially, you are the type that you are not that, like, you are not saying the truth about your financial state. As a father now, you are not being there for your children. You are not being responsible. Let me tell you the truth. It will actually affect the marriage. It's a responsibility, it's in both parts. So, but I will tell you majorly, like, father has a lot of roles to play in that thing.
I can see you have a lot of things to talk.
I have a lot of things to
I guess when next we have a talk on marriage, she's the one,
Don't mind that.
All right, so talking about broken home, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's
A
a
lot
whole lot,
is
and it's
going
not.
on.
The funny thing is, it's getting viral. It's
Anyway,
like
that's
that's what is in
70% of
vogue
marriage
now.
now.
70% out of
Marriages,
100.
yes.
Although I
They
still
have
believe
issues. A good
strongly marriage
marriage,
still
yeah,
exists
yes.
actually. Now, in a broken home, between the parents and the children, who do you think actually gets more
Let
affected?
me tell you the truth, it's the children. It affects the children mostly it affects the children. Because they will be the one to suffer it the most. If both partners that they are having issues, these children they learn through our hearts. If we tell them what we are saying, but they won't, it won't actually have impact in them. But you doing it, them seeing your actions matters a lot because they learned mostly through our actions. So I will say that it will actually affect the children the most.
Like psychologically or
In all
educationally?
areas, emotionally,
Hmm.
physically you see it in their body that these people they are not okay. If you are the one that study them well, like you actually want to know them, you know that these children they are passing through a lot. By the time they open up and tell you what they are passing through, you will have seen it in their body that these people are this child is not that okay. So I think it will affect the children the most. Emotionally, you see children will just be in one side. The child will lower their self-esteem mostly, like outside they won't feel loved among their partners, among their mates in the class. They won't feel loved because they are not seeing love at home.
Yeah, sorry to cut you there about being in the class. With your years of how many years do you have in
I think
teaching
it
children?
should be 7 years of experience.
About 7
Because I was
years
16 years when
when
I
you started
started
teaching
teaching children.
children.
I've
Yes.
like little.
So in any of those classes, do you ever notice that children that are from broken home, they actually perform lesser than others?
Yes,
Are there
because
cases like that? How many percent?
uh for now, I won't say I have a lot of them. I don't really have that cases around me, but I think I have one. They are both parents, they are no more together. But actually, I can see it in that child life that she's actually aggressive, like the way she behaves. Like sometimes I will calm her down, but I've already realized that she did not actually have a motherly love like others in the class. So the way she will be fighting others in the class, so I will calm her down, especially in the church. I will calm her down and then tell her that this is not how to do things because her father actually came to meet me outside and be like, please, I want my child to be part of your training too. Like, and then it's no problem. Let me just allow, and then I can see the aggressive part is there, and then academic too, it will affect them. They will lack concentration in the class because if a child has even grown up to some extent around ages 11 to 12, there will be that they will be feeling as if they are the one causing the main problem in the house. They will be feeling as if they are the one
Guilt.
the guilt in their heart that how will this thing happen that is not happening to other children? How come I'm the one having these challenges? So I think basically to actually affect them.
Okay, now let's talk about this. We know that the family having a toxic home or a broken home is actually as an issue of toxic marriage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And sometimes you see that these women, the wives, actually get the one that insists that, oh, because of my children I want to stay in the home. They end up having one sickness like
Oh, the other,
hypertension, and
hypertension, they
some
will soon
it
die.
leads to their death.
To-
So
yes.
now, how do you think? Because everybody is advising them that you have to separate. Just leave the home. Yeah. Some believe in prayers. That's not the matter of the day because they are focusing on the children. But then, how do you think, as a mother? Because I feel mothers are even more closer to
They
their
are more
children.
closer to their children. I mean, good mothers.
Good mothers, of course.
Not
So
everyone.
let's just say, okay, parents that are actually
Parents,
close.
yes.
One of each of the parents that is actually close to the child. How can he, as in the father, or she, as the mother, how can they like help the child to balance up in education in such a way that it will not affect the child and it will not affect his education, whether psychologically or educationally?
Wow, the only thing I would say is that they should be there for the children. And now, if they've separated, they are no more together. The only thing is that they should be there. Communication matters a lot. because they are
You
no
mean
more
like taking
together. They should take,
responsibilities?
yeah, they should just take the responsibility that we are no more together, but I will contribute this part. This is the part that you'll be taking, this is the part I will be taking, and they will be there for the
For the
child.
child.
And they should not speak any negative word about the other partner because they are no more together. Then they will have poisoned the mind of the child that it's your mother that is not doing well, your father that is not doing well. That part is very wrong, because we actually curate something in the heart of that child and it will affect the child. So the only thing I would say is that they should try and communicate the way they will take the responsibility. I will be paying the school fee. You, by Tuesday or by Tuesday or Wednesday, you call the child. I will go and pick the child up. It might not. There's a way they can even balance it, that the child will see, well, like the child will still be loved. Like the child will still feel loved, that I'm okay and I'm fine because I'm not with my parent.
But you know about feeling loved. A lot of time, like we see it in movies, whereby the child, maybe in school or whenever they are meet their friends or their classmates, not necessarily friends, they'll be like, "Oh, you, why are you talking? Your parents not divided?
Yeah, they
Are your
won't
parents
see.
together?"
It will
So
actually.
you see, so sometimes it does not even have to. It's not even about responsibility. It's not about father taking responsibility and mother
There's
taking.
no how it will not
So,
affect them. That's why I said it. Like no how a broken home will not affect a child. But the only thing I will tell the child, that the child should open up to someone that is there for her. Like for example, your teacher, or that if you have a parent that they are like, I mean, a good parent too, not your own parents, not their own parents.
yeah,
Then the child should
like
open up,
leaders
like church leaders
and
in the
all.
church. Then they should open up and tell them, this is what I'm feeling, the way I'm feeling. Then they'll be able to guide the children. All those children, they'll be able to guide them, because it is not easy for somebody not to be with their like with their parents. We that were even with our parents, people that they are with parents, they still feel that they are not being loved enough compared to you not having parents. You see your parents physically, there's just the kind of joy that you have, that my parents is there for me. If I get home, I will see my mommy, I will see my daddy, and you'll be so happy. But you not seeing them around, when family they are no more together, it's only sometimes you won't even see both of them around for a while. Or you are staying with someone, both of them are, they've separated, you yourself they are staying with whether their grandpa, their grandmas, or one family members. There's a way they won't feel, they, unless if they intentionally, like I mean both partners intentionally, they are there for her, but the fact that they are not still together, it will affect the child.
Wow, such that's a lot. So thank you very much for today.
Welcome.
Thank you. We're so privileged and honored to have you on the show.
Okay.
Okay, listener, and that's how far you can go on today's edition of the show. I hope you were able to learn one or two things. Join us tomorrow on Thursday, where we'll talk about simple ways where students can pass their exam. I'm sure you don't want to miss that. It's like, how is there really a simple way to actually pass the exam? And we have two guests tomorrow coming to talk about that. I'm sure you don't want to miss it. Remember to follow us on all the social media so you don't miss out on any of that. Thank you very much. See you next time. But till then, remain being a good citizen of the country. I remain Oluwaranti Adaramola, your host. Bye.